Okay, today we are going to be watching Most Gangster Most Gangster Pizza CEO Little Caesars by Fat Electric, but by the Fat Files. So let's go.
I started looking into this company because it was a staple in my childhood growing up poor, and I liked.
Now, just for context, okay, Little Caesars is an American company. Um, it's nice and cheap, quite frank. When I was growing, well, I'll say, let's say, yeah, basically, yeah, about when I was growing up, I would say the exact same thing. I'm sure he's gonna say is, Little Caesars is like the Pizza Hut, quite fr quite frank back then. It still is. It freaking still is, you know. But that's just me. But anyway.
Like cheap pizza, and boy, did it take some unexpected turns. Today we're talking about Little Caesars Pizza. Ladies and gentlemen, there's two types of people on the planet. There are people that like Little Caesars, and there's people that lack critical thinking skills. Buh! Little Caesars is not good pizza. Buh! Okay, nobody said it was. They said it was hot, ready, and it cost $5. Okay, nobody in their right mind is walking into Little Caesars, seeing an entire case of already cooked pizzas that are hot, ready, and cost $5, and are thinking to themselves, wow, I bet that pizza is absolutely delicious. Okay, and if you think that, guess what? I've got a dress shirt to sell you that I wore while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon, which is banned, by the way, which in hindsight's a horrible example because I actually did wear this shirt while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon.
Oh man, it tastes so much better knowing how much paperwork went into getting.
First one to finish a White Claw on the Pentagon.
Dang it, son of a bitch!
Also, in my defense, before it even gets brought up in the comment section, I did not get to choose the type of alcohol, okay? I would have chose Busch Light all day and tomorrow, but when life gives you White Claws in the basement of the Pentagon, you chug them. That's my bad, disregard. Anyways, the point I'm trying to get across to you is nobody's going to Little Caesars because they want really good pizza, okay? Little Caesars is for
cheap.
mom that has been working 40 hours a week and is
cheap.
driving home and doesn't want to cook
cheap.
dinner, and then she sees a Little Caesars and is like, holy shit, I can feed myself, my husband, and my two kids for $6.99 by buying a pizza, crazy bread, and marinara sauce. Okay, and the craziest part about that everybody has.
See the funny thing is, the funny thing is, okay. Okay, well, Little Caesars, right? With Little Caesars, it's like, okay, you go through the school week or whatever, and Friday comes around. Friday comes along, you know. Here's Little Caesars. What, $5, $6, like you were saying, $5, $6. On the weekend, maybe Friday and Saturday, like a weekend sort of thing. Personally for me, I always used to get my mom, hey mom, when you go out to the store, because she used to drive back then, she used to drive and shit like that, or like on the weekend, or shit like that. Um, like, mom, can give me, can you give me like Little Caesars for the weekend? I mean, it's nice and cheap. You know, when she couldn't, when she couldn't walk and all that stuff, and when she was bad and all that, um, that's what I would go for is Little Caesars. It's nice and cheap. Nice Little Caesars. Okay.
To respect is the fact that Little Caesars Pizza has been $5 since 1997, okay?
Yep.
It is the Arizona tea of the pizza world.
Oh, I need to do a video about the Arizona tea too as well. Anyway, that's something I'm probably gonna do tonight as well, or tomorrow, or some shit like that.
Whoever runs Little Caesars and Arizona tea should be put in charge of the U.S. economy. And we're going to talk about how they managed to keep the prices that low right after a word from our sponsor. Yeah, babe, what's up?
Okay, so speaking of Arizona tea, okay, Arizona tea always been has always been a dollar. It's always been a fucking dollar for like so many damn years. We're gonna talk about the little history of Arizona tea, um, probably tonight as well. Um, but it's been a dollar for so many fucking years since I was a kid. Quite frankly, I was like, oh, it's a dollar, and it's always stayed a dollar. Then always a dollar.
Yeah, I need a boombox.
Okay, I can go get you one.
Perfect.
All right, I'll go get it now. Love you.
Love you.
All right, bye.
1 hour later.
Where's that boombox that I asked for?
Oh, it's right here. I got it for you.
That's a gun.
What is this?
The boombox.
No, I wanted something to play music with.
Oh, that kind of boombox. Yeah, I got this instead.
Okay, we'll go to the store
Reasonable.
and get me a boombox so I can listen to music.
Can I keep this one still?
I don't care.
Perfect.
This video is brought to you by Delete Me. Okay, super simple business model. You give them money, they turn around and they make sure that online data brokers are not selling your personal
Of
information
course.
online.
They're
Okay, here's the
damn-
deal. Pretty much anytime you
Y'all
use
damn
a
data brokers, you know.
free shit that you haven't even gotten yet. So if you want to give Delete Me a try, there's going to be a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video.
Vivor's 800-pound poly garden dump cart. We got to move all these bricks to the back, and we having to pull them with this dump cart. This
Also, okay. This cart right here, this cart, this cart, quite front, okay, these carts, little vector carts, whatever. Okay, these things, quite frank, are good. I think I still got ours from Old House. Those things, you know, they can pull a lot. Believe it or not, these bricks, these pieces of concrete, you can pull them. You can pull them. You can pull them. I mean, I'd say you know, the pulley, you know, it saves so much trouble. Really, it saves you so much trouble. Now, if you was to like get like a small like a bike or let's say like a bike with like a little handle whatever to like latch the handle right here too, or that's like right here. It's a bit longer though, but regardless, you know, you'll be surprised what you can move with this thing. You'll be surprised.
All right, our story begins on July 20th, 1929, when a young Mike Ilitch is born, the son of two first-generation immigrants. Like pretty much everybody born at this point in time, he grows up, he ends up joining the military, and he ends up becoming a United States Marine. Serves 4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back home, meets a young lady by the name of Marion, ends up marrying her. Then he ends up playing pro baseball for the Detroit Tigers, the New York Yankees, and the Washington Senators. Unfortunately, he ends up getting a knee injury and is forced into early retirement. At this point, that was like everything he was banking on, and he just has to start taking whatever jobs he can find. He's working as a handyman. He's working as a door-to-door salesman for aluminum awnings, literally just doing whatever he can do to get by. So him and his wife end up saving up $10,000, and they want to use that money to start up their own pizza place. And that's exactly what they do. And whenever you start a new business, the first thing you do is come up with a name. And Mike wanted to call it Pizza Treat, and his wife chimes in, is like, no, I hate that name. I want to name the restaurant after my pet name for you, Little Caesar. Which is weird because Mike is average height. He was 5'9", Caesar was only 5'7", and Mike is significantly taller than his wife, so I don't know why she would come up with the name Little Caesar. Wait, Little Caesar always depicted by stabbing his spear into a pie. Wait, pull up a picture of the Little Caesar.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
That's a peanut.
Wait, was this a Marine Corps dick joke the entire time? I'm conflicted. On one hand, my childhood is ruined, but on the other hand, it's a multi-billion-dollar Marine Corps dick joke, which is just perfect. I wonder if Melinda Gates is who came up with the name Microsoft. Sorry, we're getting way off track. Little Caesars was originally Little Caesars Pizza Treat, and it opened up in 1959, and their slogan was Pizza Pizza, which is the most Marine Corps slogan of all time. Just say whatever it is twice.
Still there.
Except, of course, in Canada, Pizza Pizza was already trademarked, so they had to go with quality instead.
Nerd alert!
Let me hear you say,
Ooh.
Right out of the gate, their first restaurant is a huge success, and they end up franchising and getting another location open within the first 3 years. Then they start opening up Little Caesars all over the country. It's a huge chain, and somewhere along this line, they end up ditching the original name of Little Caesars Pizza Treat and just shorten it to Little Caesar, which I'm never going to be able to say the same ever again now. Is this why the breadsticks are so thin? So business is going great. They start opening up restaurants all over the United States. They've even got some up there in Canada. They keep the company privately owned, so they get to make all the decisions. Everything's going great. They're making a ton of money, at which point Mike sets his sights on going and buying the favorite team that he played for when he was a professional baseball player, the Detroit Tigers. He wants to own the entire team, and he's got the money to do it. But in 1998, the CEO of Domino's, his direct competitor, bought the team out from underneath him.
Wow.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, this is a Marine. This is shots fired. This means absolutely absolute war. So
War.
what ends up happening is Mike still wants to own a sports team. So what he does instead is he ends up buying the Detroit Red Wings, the hockey team, and under his command, they do great, start winning a bunch of games.
This is becoming so regular, we should just have Michigan Day at the White House when the Red Wings come.
The Tigers, on the other hand, are doing absolutely terrible under the ownership of the CEO of Domino's, so he's forced to sell, and by 1992, Mike is able to buy the Detroit Tigers as well. And under his ownership, the Detroit Tigers start doing awesome as well, but Mike is not about to forget what the CEO of Domino's did.
I don't even think you really know what a bad day is.
So in 1993, right after he bought the Detroit Tigers, Mike launches the Big campaign for Little Caesars, which kicks off what is today known as the Pizza Wars. At this point in time, there's 3 major pizza chain restaurants in the United States of America. You've got Little Caesars, Domino's, and Pizza Hut.
Yep.
How does it make you feel?
Papa John's.
It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
And Little
Poor Papa John's. Papa John's is the okay. Papa John's is the I'm part of the team too on the sidelines when freaking Little Caesars, Domino's, Pizza Hut are sitting there freaking the star players, you know, and the freaking you know at the freaking front of the room, and poor little Papa John's is by the corner.
Little Caesars comes up with a brilliant marketing plan of what if we just sold big-ass pizzas? So they had their big promotion where they just sold a massive pizza and said that it was bigger than all the other pizzas on the market. That went so well and they made so much money that they actually started to make more money than Domino's, at which point Pizza Hut fired back by launching their Sasquatch pizza. And then Domino's came in with their Dominator pizza. It was literally a nuclear arms race of the pizza world. It was the golden age of pizza fast food. Then in 1997, after the pizza wars subsided, Little Caesars needed to have their next big promotion, and what they went with was hot and ready. They decided to shift the entire direction of the company. They weren't going to focus on dine-in. They weren't going to have dine-in at all. They weren't going to deliver. It was going to be, you can walk in, pick up your pizza. Not only can you pick up the pizza, it's going to be there, it's going to be hot, and it's going to be ready. It's already done, and it's cheap as fuck. It's brilliant. It's cheap, it's fast, it's highly effective. You're a mom taking her kid to soccer practice, and you forgot, oh shit, it was my turn this week to bring the food to feed all the kids after soccer practice, and then you drive by, see a Little Caesars, and know that you can pick up 5 pizzas for like $30. The day is saved. And only focusing on pickup is actually part of the reason that the food is so cheap, because the buildings don't need to be that big. They can occupy these little tiny commercial areas because all they need is a kitchen and like a 3-foot wide area with a cash register for people to pay when they pick up their pizza. You're not wasting money on a dining area, you're not wasting money on delivery drivers, and that's a big part of why they managed to keep the pizza price at $5. On top of that, they did everything as cheaply as possible. Their marinara sauce is literally from concentrate, so the employees just dump this can of concentrated tomato paste in and mix it with water, and that's what the sauce is. And then they use the cheapest cheese they could get their hands on. And then for the dough is actually the good part, because the dough is actually made fresh every single day, because buying pre-made dough was more expensive than just making dough in-house. So the dough is actually really fresh, and that's why the crazy breadsticks are so good.
Got all this large pie, and the crazy bread and the sauce for $6.
Somehow they managed to keep the price of the pizza $5 flat until 2022. It literally took a global pandemic that forced people to stay in their houses and not interact with people to get them to raise the price of their pizza. That's incredible. Okay, just for the record, gas prices alone went up 231% during that same time frame. We're not even going to talk about the housing market, and somehow these guys managed to keep the pizza at $5. And guess how much they were forced to raise the pizza price by in 2022? 55 cents. The pizza is now, to this day, still $5.55. And in exchange for the price increase, you got 33% more pepperoni on your pizza. Okay, and why does this happen? For the same exact reason that it happened with Arizona Tea. Okay, it is a privately owned company. They are not worried about getting more money for all of their shareholders. Once the owner has enough money to go out and buy all of his favorite sports teams, there's no reason to raise the price on the product, right? As long as he's still making money, he's happy. So that's exactly what he keeps doing. Okay, is Little Caesars cutting corners on the pizza? Yeah, it's their entire business model is to make the cheapest pizza possible, okay? But unlike most other companies, Little Caesars takes all that cost savings and
the Little Caesars is not fucking greedy. You know, they're not sitting there, be held into shareholders and shit like that. You know, the owner's like, shareholders, we want this. Fuck you. Fuck you guys. I don't care what you want. I don't care what you want. This is my business. This is my business. I'm going to do it how the fuck I want it to. If you don't like it, go get the fuck out of here. There you go.
and passes it along to the customer, not giving it to their shareholders. Buh! I don't care if it's cheap, it still tastes like cardboard. Buh! You know what? Keyboard warriors would know exactly what cardboard tastes like, wouldn't you? I bet you could differentiate brands of Windows by the taste. And you know what? I'm willing to concede. Is Little Caesars the best pizza if I'm judging by taste? Absolutely not. But you know what? It still tastes
Just
better than
cheap.
Italian pizza.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Little Caesars. Okay, quite frank. Okay, Little Caesars tastes better, quite frank, than most wannabe restaurants. But when they sit there trying to make pizzas and shit, Little Caesars to me, okay, Little Caesars ain't it ain't all that, but it's decent. I'd say I give Little Caesars a 7, a 7 to 8 out of 10. Domino's, Domino's, I give Domino's maybe like a 8, 8.5. But quite frank, that depends really to me with Domino's where I live at, it depends on right, whatever fucking day it is and whoever's cooking. Quite frank, that's where I live at any damn way. Where I used to live at any damn way. With Pizza Hut, I give Pizza at least I'd say I give Pizza Hut a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. Could be 9.5, could be 10, but for me, I give Pizza Hut a 9 out of 10. Um, okay, so the only reason why I'm giving Pizza Hut a 9 out of 10, quite frank, okay with me, I only get really one crust, one pizza, quite frank. No, one pizza kind. Well, okay, mostly one pizza kind. It's normally the stuffed crust pizza that I'm gonna freaking pay like 15 to 16 bucks or whatever for it. I'm gonna fucking pay for it. I'm gonna fucking pay for that nice good Pizza Hut. Um, but that's just me. But the normal pizza without the stuffed crust, I give that, a 8.5, a 9 maybe. Same with stuffed crust. Um, but that's me. That's me. Um, okay, Domino's will give you like a shitload of deals, quite frankly, with Domino's pizza. So you gotta be iffy with them. If you go on the app or whatever, use that little app or whatever, you can get a deal. You can get a good bargain around, with pizza, with the pizzas. Um, but I would say, okay, most of the time, right? Most of the time, okay, if there's like a football game or whatever, you'll see them give out deals and shit like that. So that's well around in the states any damn way. That's just me. But that's what it is for pizza.
It's not great. It's not horrible. You're gonna get fat.
With hundreds of job skills you can use right away, whatever you want to do in your career, now you can.
The gold is real, but so is the danger.
Come on, baby.
Buh! How can you even say that? The Italians literally invented pizza, and that's how it's supposed to be. Italian pizza has to be the best by default. Buh!
No.
A, no it doesn't. B, that doesn't even make sense, okay? You can say what you want about Little Caesars pizza, but at least they figured out how to spread the cheese evenly. Okay, Italian pizza is literally like, what if I had bread with tomato paste all over it, and then I threw four
different cheeses or ingredients on top.
Giant cheese balls on top. Okay, no, why would you do that? I want the next bite of pizza to taste exactly like the last bite of pizza because pizza's fucking delicious. Okay, I don't care if the Italians did it first. They did it wrong, okay? Just because something's first doesn't mean it's the best or the right way to do something, okay? The Model T was the first mass manufactured car. That doesn't mean that the Model T is better than my F-150. But it gets better because not only did Mike manage to keep the price of the pizzas low simply because he could afford to and he's a good guy, he also took a ton of the profits that he made because he was making so much money and did a bunch of philanthropy. He created the Little Caesars Love Kitchen, which was a mobile Little Caesars that they would drive into natural disaster areas and give out free food to people. He helped with veterans charities. He funded youth hockey leagues. In 1994, when Rosa Parks was attacked because she lived on the bad side of town, Mike heard about this and then got her into a nicer apartment on a nicer side of town and paid her rent for the rest of her life and never even told anybody. Dude didn't do it for PR, didn't do it for the good press, literally just did it because it was the right thing to do, and nobody found out about it until he passed away. And when he did pass away,
wow, okay, so damn, that's a shame he's dead. Damn. But that's some good stuff right there. Okay, we need more people like this, like that man. We need more people like him. You got a shitload of money, but you ain't sitting there, oh, I gotta be greedy. I gotta be greedy. I gotta be greedy. Just keep on getting more. Personally for me, how I see it is this. Okay, after you get around a good maybe what for a half a million, I say a half a million, quite frank, or a million, personally for me is like after you break a million and all that shit, time for you know, time for to go, start giving a lot of money fucking back. You did very fucking well. You did very well and all that shit. Time for y'all to give back a lot of this good money you got. um, but that would just cause problems in itself.
In 2017, at the age of 87 years old, his widow became one of the wealthiest women in the entire country. Okay, that's the American dream. Dude goes off, serves 4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back home, finds a beautiful girl, marries her, plays professional baseball, blows out his knee, dreams are ruined, doesn't give up on himself. Goes out, starts a business, makes so much fucking money that he buys the sports team he used to play for and a couple of other sports teams. Does it all without being greedy, cutting corners to screw over his customer. He cuts corners to save the customer money, so even poor people can afford to buy their kids pizza. And then with all the extra money he makes, he does a bunch of charity work and then dies at 87 years old, leaving his widow a billionaire like a complete fucking gangster. And the cherry on top, the entire thing was based off of one big elaborate multi-billion-dollar dick joke, which is a title that only a Marine could achieve. This video is so unhinged, I don't even know how to end it. I guess just like, be like Mike, never give up on yourself, never compromise your morals to make more money. If you can do charity work along the way, that's great. And apparently making dick jokes works. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's some good shit. I'm gonna probably watch the Arizona T1 probably tonight as well. So you'll be for that. But anyway, thank you all for coming. I hope you all enjoyed. You know, if only we had more companies like that nowadays. But I mean, oh it's that. I mean, though I have to say though, you know, okay, with him, with him being gone and all that shit, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that the pizzas are still like $5 and shit like that. Yeah. I mean, I guess okay. I guess I guess what? Okay, whoever's in charge, right? Whoever's in charge, probably. But there's probably like a clause or something in it where it's like, hey, you can't fucking touch this. You can't fucking touch the pizza, or or they probably gave it, or he probably gave it to somebody, or his wife or something, or it's probably somewhere. It's probably somewhere. Okay, it's probably with someone where he trusts completely. Whereas like, hey, just leave it the way it is, and you'll make fucking money. That's it. Just leave everything the way it is, and you'll make fucking money. That's it. Just leave it the way it is. Don't fix what's not broke. There you go. Don't try to fix something that's not broken. There you go. That's it. That's it. But anyway, thank you all for coming. I'll see you all probably in a few hours or something like that. But anywho, again, I'll see you all probably tomorrow or something like that. No, wait, hold up, no. Probably in a few hours actually, because I'm going to do another freaking video. But anyway, thank you all for coming and all that, and I'll see you all next time.